Good morning, everybody, or should I say good afternoon. It's a really windy and kind of gross day outside in Japan right now. It's had to go out for a bit. We woke up a little bit late today. Yuki was supposed to go to the dentist today, and we didn't realize until it was like 5 minutes after her appointment. Tried to get over there. We did get there, and they told us that they didn't have time to see us, so we made another appointment. But did some shopping in the morning. Walked around. Went to a couple different supermarkets. Got some stuff for lunch. But yeah, just walking around out today. It's just really windy and cold, and little pieces of snow are falling, but not enough to pile up or anything. But yeah, it's just kind of gross out right now. Yuki mentioned briefly going for a walk up the mountain, and I just like, yeah, no, not today. Not today. I do have a tennis lesson tonight, though, that I think I'm going to be going to. I did my auto tennis the other day for the first time after a month of being injured, and no pain after. I feel okay. I didn't go all out. Today's lesson would be quite a bit harder. They drill you pretty hard, so we'll see. Hopefully I can hold up and start dropping some of these pounds, or kilos, shall I say, because I actually kind of forget what a pound is. I couldn't tell you for the life of me what my weight was like for the last 10, 15, 20 years in pounds anymore. I've just blocked it from my memory. Everything is kilos to me now. So yeah, trying to get down to 100 kilos. So that is the goal. I was at 100 not too long ago, but then I've shot up to 110. So need to get it off. So for back health and just so I actually fit in my clothes a little bit better. But this is not a diet fitness podcast, or is this a podcast? I guess it's kind of a podcast. Yeah, it became a podcast without even realizing it was a podcast. But yeah, it is kind of a podcast. So let's just accept it. This is a podcast. Yeah. As you can see, yeah, there is some, I don't know what you'd call that, like sleet, maybe? Like it's like just kind of icy rain coming down. But I am glad to be in. We didn't do the Starbucks drive-thru today, but I did use my Dolce Gusto Starbucks machine it uses those little capsules. It's really good coffee. So yeah, I did a bunch of World of Warcraft last night. As always, towards the end of the night, though, we actually took a break because we're getting Yuki set up with World of Warcraft now. We couldn't quite get through everything. She ran into the same issues that Jerry ran into, because we're doing the stream with Jerry, playing two Dwarven brothers through Exile's Reach. Now we're in the Stormwind area, and he came over and he had not played the game in like almost 20 years. I think he briefly touched it around Burning Crusade. So he had to basically set up an account from scratch. He tried first to log into his old account, but he got locked out of it and couldn't get a reply back from customer support. So he decided to make a new one based here in Japan, and we just had so many problems. Not only we'll talk about one of the hoops you have to jump through in a minute here, because it got to be a little bit out of control, but a lot of hoops to jump through just to get in. And he finally did get in on a free account at first. And the free account, he was able to get in game and everything, but then when he went to actually try to subscribe, he made a new character, and it even though we're in Japan and he put Japan as the location, they tossed him onto the Taiwan servers, which aren't connected to the people that play in America. And Japan, I guess, doesn't have their own servers here, so we're trying to get him on the American servers where I am, and the process was just really, really rough. It took a long time. Our first day we tried to do it, we actually failed. We had to give up for the day, but We did eventually get him set up on the non-Taiwan servers, and we were able to group up. We've made a couple episodes now. I think we got another one of those coming pretty soon. He's been busy moving, but we are going to get back going again. But yeah, so Yuki has really been, she's on this kick right now. She's saying she wants to play World of Warcraft with us. I still have fears that it won't really be her type of game, but she wants to try it, so we're going to give it a try. Hopefully she likes it. It would be really cool if she likes it, because I'd like to play together with her too. But we started by just trying to put it on her laptop to see if her laptop can handle it, and she got the exact same problem. First, there was a lot of login problems, just like Jerry had. A bunch of hoops to jump through, and then we get in and she is on the Taiwan servers. Those are the only servers available to her, so she got tossed into Taiwan again. Yeah, how's it going, Villainous? Nah, the story's not too nice though. For the most part, it was a real headache. So Blizzard, they have this thing right now where to log into Battle.net, like, they want to verify that you're a human, and you get a lot of those, and you do the thing, you look at the picture and you click where the stoplights are or whatever. We're pretty used to that, and that's just kind of goes with the territory for trying to keep the hackers out of your account. But the Blizzard Battle.net system for that right now, oh my god, I am so tired of dealing with that thing. It is a total mess. They have a lot of different versions. It seems like they put a lot of work into it. They have versions where they have basically like a model, like a mannequin's hand in 3D pointing a certain direction. And then they have a different 3D model on the other side, and it's like random stuff, like a chair, a forklift, like a bunch of different things. And they want you to rotate it to the same side that the finger is pointing, which is not too hard. At first I was like, oh, that's kind of like a easy way to verify on this, but it just gets worse from there. Not only does their system on two different cell phones, the system, you get through like about 6 or 7 of those, hit the OK button, and then it would say only humans are allowed to make accounts, error parentheses 0, and then it would ask you to log in again, and then it just starts all over again. And you go through this loop, maybe 10-15 times trying to get in because you want to log into your account, and you just can't do it. So we finally found a way around that, but then I looked on my account and I realized that my account, I had bought a 1-year subscription to the game just yesterday, or the day before yesterday. So I was looking to see where I could pick up all the freebies that I got for that, all the mounts and stuff. And when I checked the mailbox, I realized I didn't really have anything waiting for me. So I checked through my emails, and it said I got a message from Battle.net right soon after the purchase that for some reason they said my purchase has been paused because they want to verify my billing, verify my billing location or something. Yeah, it was something about the location and billing. So I went in, and now I'm stuck in the same loop that she is. I'm trying to do the stupid thing where you and that you have to do all of it on the phone. They don't, with the Battle.net app, they don't let you do it on the computer. You have to use the app to do it. So I'm just stuck in the loop. But I got really horrible ones, especially for me, because I hate freaking math, with a passion. I'm an artist. I do not like numbers. Math stresses me out to no end. And the one that they gave me is okay, here's a number on this side. Here's basically a wheel with a bunch of numbers on it, just random numbers, anything from 1 to 20 or so. Count the numbers count the darts that are on the board. So this is already it's very confusing, just like how long the text is to explain this little mini game, I guess you could call it. Pick the image that has the right amount of darts on the board that add up to this number off to the left. And it's like, at this point, this is freaking ridiculous. Like, why am I having to be submitted to this type of homework, basically? And this time I'm looking at it, and it's not like, you know, with the 3D images pointing them in the different way. It was like 4 to 5 of them. This one, it was like 8. The first time I did it, it was like 8. I had to do this 8 times, you know, and they give you about probably 10 images for each one. So even if you're a math whiz, you're going to be having to going through 10 of these and playing around, figuring out if this adds up to the right thing of the number on the other side. It's annoying as hell. And then you go through it, and the same error pops up again. That you know, it said my answers were correct. It says, you know, complete with a green check, and then it says only humans are allowed to create accounts with, you know, very vague parentheses 0 error on it. And then, you know, if it just ended there, it'd be like, okay, this is an error, let me start trying to debug it. But they immediately put the splash screen again for you to do this mini game again. So it's like, okay, maybe it just didn't work right, then do it again. So you get in this trap where you're doing it over and over and over again. I had to do it probably the number game one, I probably did 8 or 9 times. And as you go up, they start giving you more to do each time. So I got to where, like, I had to do, I think, 10 to 12 different numbers where with 10 images each that you have to scan through. So it's just like, I felt like I'm doing freaking homework, and then at the end it didn't even work. So that's just the beginning of the trip. So I couldn't get in to do that, to the authenticator, because to basically, I needed to add time to my game. It's not taking my pay methods because I'm in Japan. I have to use PayPal to pay for it here. Sometimes, like, it's weird, for the Diablo 4 expansion I picked up the other day, it just accepted my regular card. But when it comes to subscriptions, there is a thing at the top of Battle.net that says not all payment methods are available for getting subscriptions, and I don't know why they make a difference between buying games and subscriptions, but my card will not work because it's a Japanese bank, so I have to use PayPal, and it goes through, like, for the 12-month subscription, but then it, you know, it gives me access on that. To their credit, it does let me access the game at that point, and it says that I have 12 months of subscription there. But then, you know, that was like the first day. I was like, okay, we're all done here. Then the next day, when I get that thing from Blizzard saying, like, hey, an email saying we need you to verify your billing address. At that point, then I looked at my account, and it says that my subscription ends like this week, so it didn't go through. So it's like they give you like a temporary, I guess, like a temporary pass that, yeah, you have it, but then they process it, and then if it didn't go through right, you're going to get kicked out at that point, and they don't give you your mounts and stuff that you get for it. So I couldn't get through it on my phone. I tried it on Yuki's phone too. I couldn't get through it. So I got the idea, okay, well, screw their authenticator. I'm just going to, because, like, it's like $155 for the 1-year subscription right now. It's a pretty good deal because it's usually about like $180 or so, and you get a bunch of mounts and pets and stuff. So I was like, okay, well, I'll just go online, and, well, the first thing I tried to do is I tried to add money to my Blizzard balance, which they did let me do. They let me add $100 to my Blizzard balance, but that's still not enough to buy that the 1-year subscription. So I went to add $100 again, and their message says, oh, you're not allowed to add more than $110. I don't know why there's the 10, but $110. Anything more than that, and not just at one time, in all, like, even if I use the 100, I'm like stuck at only $110 until I add an authenticator to my account. And the whole thing, I can't add an authenticator to my account because I can't get through their system. And then I found a way to get through the system on my iPad later. I did the same thing on my iPad. For some reason on the iPad, the little number game thing worked, and I get to the next stage. And now they're asking me for a US phone number. And my account is set to Japan right now. I've switched it to Japan, but it was an American made account, so I'm on American servers. And that's just something that they just don't have. They don't account for that, I guess, because in the phone number section, if you try to put in a Japanese phone number, it won't let you put it in. So could not use that. The next thing I thought was, okay, well, screw the authenticator altogether. I'm just not going to deal with that. I'm going to go online to a different website and buy Blizzard, basically like Blizzard bucks, like they have gift cards. So I got two $50. I already had, I got that $100 into my account. That part worked after doing their little picture thing. But now I'm blocked from adding any more because I don't have an authenticator. I tried to go around that by, okay, well, I'm just going to add another $100 with actual gift cards that, have already been paid for, because of course you can redeem those. So I get those. I have a website that I use that because there are other things like iTunes is one. Anything related to Xbox, you end up having to do that in Japan here if you want to use the US store. So I get those. I go to put them in, and it tells me that I'm not allowed to put in codes unless I have an authenticator on my account. So here we go again. We're stuck trying to put an authenticator on the account. And man, it took me probably another 20 tries of trying to get through things. Got through on the iPad. I eventually had to call my mother in America and ask her for her phone number so I could borrow a US phone number, because I don't have a US phone number. I live here in Japan. Why would I have a US phone number? Borrow her phone number and let her know that she's going to be getting some code, which I finally did get that to go through. She gave me the code. I get logged in, and now finally I can add my Blizzard dollars. I haven't tried to use my Blizzard dollars yet to get that subscription thing, because it seems like the 12-month subscription I ordered is just hanging in limbo. I checked PayPal, what I used to pay for it the first time, and they haven't taken the money yet, so I know that that's not going through. It's just kind of stuck in the middle, I guess. So I'm going to try to re-buy that again today. I'm so sick and tired of these region-locked things, though. People need to realize that, like, people are more international now. You have to move around for work. Yes, I'm in America. I'm from America, but I'm in Japan as well. If I go to Japan, I want to watch HBO. I want to be able to pay for services, like HBO, HBO Pro, all those type of services that have all like the shows I want to watch. I want to be able to watch that stuff, and I don't mind paying for it, because I don't want to screw the companies that made that. I'd like to give them money for the things that I want to watch. But more and more these days, it's just like they don't give you an option to do it legitly. So all you can really end up doing is going to shady streaming sites to watch the shows you want to watch. And it's like they just push you into piracy just because they don't take care of their customers in a way that lets us subscribe to the services. Some companies have it right. They let you do that, but it just seems like more and more VPN is not an option that works. It used to be you could kind of just put your VPN to the US and then you could get around a lot of that stuff, but like HBO Max is now blocked that as well. It's really annoying because I was giving HBO Max money every month for the service as I want to do, but now I'm stuck watching crappy streams that might do harm to my my computer just so I can see the shows I want to see. It's really stressful. It's not a lot of companies just do not accommodate people that live overseas, and it's something I think that they need to change, because all it's going to do is just push people into more nefarious ways of getting the stuff. Today is going to be kind of a short one because it looks like there was a big drop. I haven't looked at it at all yet. I just queued up the video. But it looks like the PlayStation State of Play for February live stream happened while I was sleeping. So I don't know what was announced. The picture I clicked on had Sonic on it. I guess we're in an age now where Sonic is just everywhere. Sonic is a PlayStation spokesperson now, which is kind of weird. But yeah, let's go ahead and check that out. I don't think we're gonna do any of the other segments. We might do the art segment, because I am kind of in a grouchy mood this morning, and maybe looking at some art will make me in a better mood. So hopefully we get this Blizzard stuff worked out today. I mean, I have $200 applied to my account now, so it should be able to work it out, but it's just kind of annoying. A lot of times too, though, the problem I have, like with Apple, is I do that same thing where I have to add cards that I bought online to get credit to my account, and then you go to use your subscriptions on it, and it won't default to using your balance. It wants to use your cards. And then, of course, my cards will say, hey, you're not that's a Japanese bank, you can't use that. And it just fails over and over, even though I have this big amount of credit in my account that they should default to. So we'll see. I'm hoping that doesn't happen with the Blizzard stuff too. It is very annoying. But hopefully we'll see something in the stream today that makes us less annoyed. Maybe a soothing game. Could use a soothing game. So I will be. I'm gonna leave the stream music on. I know it might be a little bit noisy, but just in case there's any copywritten music in here, I don't want to get flagged for that. So if it looks like I'll keep some sound on, but if it looks like it's going to be a music-heavy thing, I will cut the sound on it. But yeah, we're not going to watch the whole thing. I'm just going to skip through and see what the updates are. So.
This is after I played the first 5 hours of Monster Hunter Wild Story and hunted 4 monsters in the Oil Well Basin in a different
I'm really looking forward to this.
I just couldn't get enough. There are so many nuances to master.
Yeah, we talked about this yesterday.
And gameplay features, and I'm the type of person who wants to figure out exactly how everything works through repetition and experimentation.
This is going to be a fun one.
I am a guides writer. It comes with the territory. But because of my limited time, I need to focus on
looks
the
like
main
the show
story.
hasn't even
That's
started
fine.
yet.
After this
did his best to brighten the mood in the fantastic
Scan
Astrobot.
through a little of their Astrobot.
Since then, we've seen the arrival of the PS5 Pro, an even more powerful PlayStation 5 console that comes at a...
I don't know, I'm kind of annoyed by all the voices right now. Am I just in a really bad mood today? I don't know. I need to relax. Have some coffee. I'd say I woke up on the wrong side of the bed, but the bed that we have, of course, the side that I sleep on and the side that Yuki sleeps on is all decided, but also her side of the bed is right against the wall, so there is no waking up on the wrong side of the bed for me. Oh, here we go. Ghost of Tsushima.
Sucker Punch's Ghost of Yotai is certainly looking like
Ghost
the
of
headline
Yotai.
attraction, and it's coming to PS5 in 2025. The sequel to 2020's open-world samurai adventure, Ghost of Tsushima, is set to be a stunner as we're introduced to both a new hero and northern Japanese location. Let's hope for
I've
some
never
gameplay
finished
trailers
Ghost of
early next year in the
Tsushima,
summer
so
ahead of a winter release. There's also Fair Games, the debut game from
kind of
Haven
the
Studios. It's a multiplayer high shooter and so...
kind of on the same list that Hogwarts Legacy was. the oh my god, this game is awesome, I'm having so much fun with this, but damn it, I got sidetracked and I wasn't able to finish it. So we're taking care of Hogwarts Legacy now. I'm getting another episode of that. I already got the title card queued up for it. Gonna do another episode. Maybe we'll knock out a couple episodes for that. Since it is a long game. But Ghost of Tsushima is also on that list, and I need to finish it before Ghost of Yotai comes out. Because, I mean, with the channel, I do need to kind of keep current, I think. Like with Monster Hunter Wilds, it would be ideal to get some YouTube videos up right away for that. Okay, so this is Naughty Dog's new game. This looks like Bungie's marathon. I used to work at Bungie. Oh, that is a cool effect. Yeah, I used to work at Bungie. I can still see the Destiny bones in there. Looks very similar to Destiny. It says supposedly a extraction shooter.
Coming 2 on the beach emerges from its oily cocoon. Hideo Kojima was at the Game Awards, but didn't bring a new trailer with him. Unacceptable behaviour, if you ask me. Are we any closer to knowing what it's all about? Who's to say? But we certainly want to play it. And the sooner we can, the sooner Kojima
I've never met Kojima.
The upcoming stealth action PlayStation exclusive.
I worked with Kobayashi from the
You miss me.
As for third-party exclusives,
Resident Evil and Devil May Cry franchise, and apparently he's a close friend of Kojima, apparently, but never got to work with him.
With Souls-like elements, it certainly doesn't look to be lacking in style. No release date has been given as yet.
What is this?
Console that comes at an eye-wateringly premium price and has been met with a mixed reception. But time ticking away, there's barely time left in 2024 to dwell on PlayStation's past. So what does the coming year have in store for PlayStation? With almost all of its first-party studios keeping cards close to chests, you may be mistaken for thinking things are looking quiet. But let's delve in deeper to see exactly what games to expect for the PS5 in 2025.
Is this
as make a few
Souls game?
Guesses of our own.
Did I just jump around totally? I thought I was at the same area.
Firstly, let's look at what's scheduled to come from those all-important PlayStation studios. Sucker Punch's Ghost of Yotai is certainly looking like the headline attraction, and it's coming to PS5 in 2025. The sequel to 2020's open-world samurai adventure Ghost of Tsushima is set to be
night, which add even more variety.
Sorry, I'm looking for that game that we just saw on...
look to be lacking
Oh yeah,
style.
what is this?
No release date has been given as yet, but from its oily cocoon. Hideo Kojima was at the Game Awards, but didn't bring a new trailer with him. Unacceptable behaviour, if you ask me. Are we any closer to knowing what it's all about? Who's to say?
Waiting for the one after
play
this.
it. And the sooner we can, the sooner Kojima can move on to working on Xdefiant, the upcoming stealth action PlayStation exclusive from the Metal Gear Master.
Hey, brother. You miss me.
As for third-party exclusives, there's a fair few to look forward to, especially if you're big into swords. Phantom Blade Zero looks set to be a flashy hack-and-slash action RPG from Chinese studio S-Game. A semi-open-world samurai bloodfest with Souls-like elements, it certainly doesn't look to be lacking in style.
Wow,
No release date has been given as yet, but let's hope for next year. Speaking of Blades, Where Winds Meet is a PS5 console exclusive RPG.
Let's
set in
skip to the
China,
actual show. Looks like 49 minutes here. Wow, that is a long pre-show there. Anything that got announced in the pre-show, they will probably mention it again. Okay, here we go. What do they open with? That's the question. Monster Hunter, okay.
I had no idea just how big the world is.
Yeah, if anybody has never gotten into Monster Hunter, this is also probably a good place to get into it. This is kind of like the successor to Monster Hunter World, and that was they simplified a lot of mechanics. Still a lot of systems and stuff, but And then with Monster Hunter Rise, the most recent one, things have been streamlined even more, I feel like. Really good changes that came in for that. And I think a lot of that is coming over to this one as well. So this is probably a pretty good entry point. This looks great. The environments are a lot more varied than they were in Monster Hunter World. Wondering what the new weapons are. I think I'll be sticking with a heavy bow gun though. As I say, I'm a ranged DPS in almost everything I play, or a caster. I do like magic and being a wizard or a mage. Yeah, and that's coming out just in a couple weeks here. I need to make some overlays for that. I can't wait to see our orc peon hunting monsters. Yeah, and that's a same-day release in Japan here, so let's see, is it coming out on PC? Because that's one thing I need to figure out. Am I going to do this on... Oh, well, they're not going to tell us here, I guess. Yeah. I'll have to check if it's coming to PC on the same day.
無料タイトルアップデート第1弾の追加モンスターとして玉三つが決定いたしました。
You know, once you are fluent in Japanese, it's actually harder if you try to read the subtitles. It's just easier to listen to the voice.
本作は発売後に数回のタイトルアップデートを予定しています。タイトルアップデート計画については追ってお知らせしますので、今後の情報にご期待ください。2月28日の発売まであと少し。皆様に楽しんでいただけることを心よりお待ちしております。本日の発表は以上となります。引き続きステートオブプレイをお楽しみください。
Okay, so it looks like we're on to the next game. Guessing, oh, Ninja Gaiden, probably.
More than a weapon, it is the soul of a shinobi.
Oh, shinobi. Oh, wow. I don't know about that frame rate, but I like the style is great. I don't know if that was their video chugging or the game.
Soaring where others would not dare.
Yeah, Castlevania Symphony of the Night is one of my... That was a game that really set me on a path of playing pretty much every Castlevania game in existence. I have a ton of them on the shelf here. I really like the whole era from Symphony of the Night all the way through the Game Boy Advance games, the 3 of them that they did there, the 3 that were on the DS, and I wish they would have just kept on making one every single year. Nice. But yeah, any type of Metroidvanias I am into. I would like to play a Shinobi game. I haven't played a Shinobi game since, wow, probably like the Game Gear, so. Okay, this is Sonic. Oh, Sonic Racing, okay. Well, I guess they gotta cash in on Sonic is big stuff now with all the movies. I still have not seen the movies. I've watched the first 15 or 20 minutes of the first one and then got sidetracked. So I was a Sonic fan as a kid. You know, that the attitude appealed to me, so their marketing campaign worked perfect. I wasn't around though when Shadow and stuff came around, so I don't know about any of those characters. Last Sonic game I really played was the one on Dreamcast with the big whale chasing you. I thought it was cool. Wait a second, I take that back. Was Sonic Team Racing? I think I might. Is this like a sequel? Because if so, I do remember there was a kart racer that I think it might have been Sonic, and it was way better than it had any business being in. Yeah, I think it was. I think it was Sonic Team Racing. That I totally had blocked it out of my mind, I guess. But that was a really good kart racer. I do like kart racers. Let's see. Yeah, it was 2000.
Become unbound from the laws that govern reality.
2019. That's. There must have been one before that even.
Once again.
An apocalypse looms over parallel worlds.
Is this Persona, maybe?
As their fates begin to intertwine.
I've heard a new Persona is not far off.
Begins. Embark on a journey alongside gods, heroes, and monsters of bygone eras. The anomalies, known as Digimon.
Wait, what? That is not what I was expecting there. Digimon, really? I didn't know they were going so hardcore in their story.
Seize the future.
I mean, I guess it's a choice. It does separate them more from Pokemon if they go all serious here. Yeah, I was starting to think maybe it was a new Persona game, but apparently no. I've never played a Digimon game in my life.
大家好，我是《输入之魂》的创作者杨斌。从一名独立开发者到今天与 PlayStation 携手，这一路走来已历经10年。《输入之魂》结合了流畅爽快的战斗体验与丰富多样的世界设计，玩家将在各具风格的场景中探索，面对充满个性的敌人。 同时与有趣的角色互动，逐步揭开精彩的故事。接下来，我非常激动地向大家展示全新的游戏预告，并正式确认游戏的发布日期。
I keep having the same dream. A horrible dream. Where monsters invade our world. A powerful being falls from the sky. And when it seems they might vanquish the invaders, the dream ends.
Not sure if this is the game he was just talking about,
really
or
just a dream? My only hope lies with you.
Come, Kaiser. We will travel across worlds, leap through dimensions, together.
Looks very Final Fantasy without being Final Fantasy.
I see great power within you, a destiny waiting to be fulfilled.
Cool local motion, though.
Let me be your vengeance. The blade in your hand.
Getting some Devil May Cry vibes.
You never wanted to be a hero. But for humanity's sake, you must.
Then give me your power, Arena.
Okay.
Deep, you guys, join us.
Skipping ahead a little bit just because I don't want to stream the whole thing. It's we don't have that much time. It looks like there's an after show too, probably.
All on PlayStation 5, but
Is that Randy Pitchford?
I think I do, Randy. Well, what is it? Don't hold out on me, Randy. I'll feed you, baby bird.
Randy,
Who wants a launch
Randy
date for
Pitchford.
Borderlands 4? This Randy.
Never trust a magician.
Borderlands 4 launches worldwide for everyone on September 23rd, 2025.
Pretty good rule to have
We got
in
work
life.
to do. See you in spring.
For anyone that doesn't know, Randy Pitchford is like no joke, like super into magic.
Look,
like
I don't mean to
he
be
bought
rude.
that famous place
But I really don't do small talk.
in
Nice to meet you too.
LA where it's a Magic Castle or something. Yeah, he's an actual magic dude, but some of his business practices have been
I kind of need yours.
rather questionable.
I took inspiration for this story from when me and my sister were younger.
Look at all of this. It's amazing. I base the story around my dad. All I can do is write
Yeah, this one isn't really grabbing me.
I reckon you must be headed for Moon Mountain. Am I right?
This a VR game. It's like a PlayStation VR game, most likely. Midnight Walk. Cool art style. Looks like Onimusha is next. I did like the original Onimusha. I didn't play all the sequels, but I liked Did I just like skip through all gameplay there, or? Yeah, maybe I did. So many games set in Japan recently. The samurai period in particular. Ghost of Tsushima has gotten it really right. A lot of issues with the Assassin's Creed Shadow stuff going on now. Some very questionable choices, being pretty loose with history. They had a bunch of like Chinese shrines in the game that just kind of didn't match the Japan architecture. There's been a lot of scandal going around that game. It's not really intentional scandal, it's just people that should be doing checks not doing checks. Oh wow, looks fun. Oh, I like this. Yeah, this, I mean, it's separating itself from Ghost of Tsushima and Assassin's Creed Shadows, so then we have that, what, Phantom Blade, the other one too, so that voice sounds familiar. He's probably a actor that I know, or a voice actor from anime or something. Okay, yeah, so we had completely skipped that trailer there.
You must continue. We've begun to uncover.
Hell Is Us. Okay, this will be a third-party game. And we're not gonna get into all of these because this show would be really long if so. Just kind of looking for the
for $10. Days Gone Remastered launches on PS5
getting a remastered.
April
I actually
25th.
never played that. Oh, of a former coworker
New
that
DLC is
swears
coming
by
to
that
Stellar
game.
Blade
He
this
spent a
June.
ton of time
The
in it.
sci-fi action game is partnering with Goddess of Victory Nike on a new boss
I think
battle,
I know what kind of
collectible
game
dolls and
this
stickers,
is.
plus a new outfit.
There seems to be a, yeah.
Both the
Yeah,
Nike DLC
both of them
and the
seem
PC
similar,
version
yeah.
of Stellar Blade launch this June. We've got some
I have
great
another friend
PlayStation
that's
Plus
really into
updates
these
today,
for obvious
starting with game
reasons.
catalog titles arriving on February 18th.
I think there's a whole
Star Wars
trend
Jedi
of
Survivor, Top Spin 2K25, and
games
launching
right
the game
now
catalog Lost
that are
Records, Bloom and
starting
Rage
to
from the
embrace
creators
the
of Life is
boobies.
Strange.
Just seems like a new genre, the cute anime girl games.
Around these parts.
Okay.
Mistake.
Tides of Annihilation. So these are all smaller games. I'll probably watch the full.
It always comes back to this.
Full thing. I'm looking for their big reveals. As this on the beach, Death Stranding on the beach. Probably. No, maybe not.
This world, this moment, this choice.
Is this an existing property or something new?
Every time the sun dies, madness reigns.
Huh. Yeah, it must be a new property. Hello.
But after every death.
Okay. I'm gonna be done here. Probably, I think we're finished in about 10 minutes or so. Sounds like lunch is ready, so we're definitely gonna make this quick.
And I will find you.
Lunch is looking more interesting right now. I think it's just the mood I'm in. You know, when you have one of those moods where you're not as I want some established franchises. I'm not in the mood for new stuff too much right now.
Arcade twin stick.
Or
okay, so it looks like maybe this is
always work, right?
Is
like
the show over?
Excited. Beyond Metal Gear Solid 5. That's they've made.
Yeah, so it looks like that was it.
London as a sprawling battleground. You're gonna see modern London and then like a medieval fantasy realm, and like so you can kind of see glimpses of that in the background here, where there's like the sort of a ruined version of the Eye. There's the Thames with some thing coming work. Okay, so moving on. There's another game that got, I guess, a proper reveal, which was Tides of Annihilation. Which again, also
I think I might have accidentally
have a little
through that
Souls-like DNA in there these days. It has a whole post up on the PlayStation blog. It is a new PS5 action adventure inspired by Arthurian legends.
I like the art already.
And this was like one of those really slick, possibly overwhelming reveal trailers where you're just kind of like, okay, what am I seeing? There's so much happening here. This blog post gives some more context, which actually gets me way more interested. It says you're gonna traverse two distinct versions of this in-between world, which reimagines London as a sprawling battleground. You're gonna see modern London,
I like the art,
and then like a medieval fantasy realm, and like so you can.
This is probably the most interesting thing. I mean, aside from
sort of
Ghost of Yote and
there's the Thames with some thing coming out of it. Yep,
are definitely on my radar.
So like, I don't know. I think
Monster Hunter is already a given. We're going to be playing that in a couple weeks
straight
here.
fantasy. I'm like, okay, this could go either way.
Yeah.
But the fact that they're kind
like
of
the big
rooted
creatures
in you know our reality and also Arthurian folklore, I'm interested. Also got like some Shadow of the Colossus stuff going on.
Yeah,
here.
Shadow of the Colossus all day.
There's
there.
a lot happening.
Really cool scale in this game. I'm with you, Max, in that I was watching this and I was kind of like,
cool. Yeah, the environments look really solid,
then,
like the
I kept building and building.
decayed
And I'm
streets
like, yep,
and stuff.
I'm in. This is all the stuff I want from a video game.
What's it called?
I really like a lot of the sort of like monster creature design. The boss arenas look great. Like the art directions just really work that into here. Maybe they'll make spin-off games. I don't know. I'm happy to see Neo game. I'm with you, Max, in that I was watching this and I was kind of in its wake. Character action game, but also that has a bunch of like horror stuff and soul stuff in it. Like, go play Liza P, please. I'm very excited we're getting more of this. I'll take a full-on sequel too, but in the meantime, some TLC.
It's really a combination of all your favorite things. It's Bloodborne, it's Italian folklore, it's puppets. Yep. It's just all in one place there. It's great.
I played the entire, or like 90% of the base
this
game.
Game,
like
the
this,
stream
like,
is so long that it's hard to scan through.
Like, I'm having a great time. This is so silly.
I'm wondering if
means they get to play in this playground even more. And so
they got great Timothée Chalamet physics. I think they could do a great Wong, which reimagines London as a sprawling adventure inspired by Arthurian legends. So, you know, what game doesn't have a little sprinkle of Souls-like DNA in there these days? It has a whole post up on the PlayStation blog. It is a new PS5 action adventure inspired by Arthurian legends, and this was like
I think I just missed it.
Okay, so moving on, there's another game that got, I guess, a proper reveal, which was Tides of Annihilation.
Tides of Annihilation. Okay,
again, also,
I have to remember that. I'm gonna search that out.
That you're
Okay, and they're just going through the other stuff
about this too.
Yeah.
Just like stand there and be like, uh-oh. Like they won't.
Tides of Annihilation. Okay, sweet. I think that is where we're gonna cut it today. I was gonna do a looking at some art, but I want to give, if we find something cool, I want to give it the proper time. And right now, lunch is downstairs, and that's where I need to be. Yeah. So we're gonna go ahead and cut this one here. Yeah, we still did 50 minutes, so it turned out to be a pretty long one anyways. I thought it was going to be a lot shorter. Well, that's our opening. We want different music than that. Sure, we'll go with this. Cool. Well, thanks for stopping by. A little bit of a different episode today since we were watching the... I mean, not a super exciting state of play, I'd say. There's been a lot better PlayStation State of plays, but they do have a bunch of stuff cooking, it looks like. So I'm looking at these things a lot different now, because normally I was just, you know, looking for myself, but now I'm also looking for my channel as well, and like, what are the things that I need to be aware of that I have to start prepping overlays and things like that for. So right now it's Monster Hunter Wilds. I need to get on that. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and let the orc take us out on this cloudy day here in Japan. At least the sleet has stopped. Got some streams coming in the next couple of hours here. I'm gonna get some lunch, and then after that, I think I will probably, I don't know, we'll see. We might do a little bit of World of Warcraft before we do Hogwarts Legacy, depending on what Villainous is up to. If he's available, maybe we'll do some 5-man Cataclysm dungeons to get our time walking tokens. But yeah, have a good one, guys. I will be back in a bit.